All right, look at the link if it's working.
Are you looking?
Yeah.
I'm gonna write down.
Just making sure the link is working. Let's see. Okay, it's working now. I'm going to post in there now. Working. Okay, perfect. Webinar starts now.
Yay!
Hello, everyone. If people are tuning in live with us, or if people are going to most likely be watching the recording, because life is crazy and we are battling all different types of things. Some people have kids, some people work at night. Just life is crazy. But Danielle and I are so excited to do this What is Coaching webinar, so we can just talk to you guys a little bit about this opportunity and why we love it so much. And congratulations, if you're watching this, obviously someone thinks that you would not only make a good coach, but you would make a good fit for our team. And we're going to talk more about that later on, about our team camaraderie and like the family. We have kind of built a sense of community that is so incredible. So congratulations, because someone invited you to this and they think you would make an awesome coach. But before we get started into the meat of what is coaching, we just wanted to introduce ourselves. I am Kelsey, and I feel like I've told my story. I've done so many of these webinars, but I haven't done a webinar in so long, so I think it's been a while since I told my story. But just to give you a little rundown, it's about 2 years ago, which is crazy, Danielle. Oh my God.
Yeah, mine's been a year almost.
I know. 2 years ago, I was a senior in college. I was Miss Delaware USA, just competed at Miss USA. And I was in that kind of like waiting season. I was like in a funk in a way. And I was just trying to like figure out life. Like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And then I got back from Miss USA about 2 months later in September. I reconnected with an old friend, Ashley Jackson. Our husbands played baseball together, and I kind of was like, Ash, can I get back into this coaching thing? Because I previously have done it because I was obsessed with the programs, T25 Insanity, and I loved Shakeology. So I wanted to like dive back into this coaching thing just to kind of keep my mind occupied and busy until I finally figured out what I wanted to do. Now, let's fast forward 3 months. I'm like building a team. I'm making an income from this. And I'm like, what is going on? Now my husband plays baseball. He travels a lot. Light bulb went off and I said, oh my God, I can really make an income from this. And on top of that, I get to travel with my husband then. So I wouldn't have to be confined to a 9-to-5 job, stuck in a place and have this long distance relationship with my husband. So guys, I was like, this is an incredible opportunity. I get to work out, eat healthy, work on myself, and also pay it forward and help people live healthy and fulfilling lives, whether they want to be coaches or they just want to be in a challenge group and feel good about themselves again. Whatever it may be, I saw this as an opportunity, which we're going to be sharing with you tonight. So 2 years later, Soul Beauty has totally evolved into this incredible team, and Danielle's going to talk more about this, but we have no set mold on our team. You don't have to be this certain mold, or you don't even have to want to be a full-time coach. You make this opportunity what you want it to be, which is like the awesome part about it. So guys, to me, Beachbody wasn't the be-all, end-all, but Beachbody was that vehicle that has allowed me to do other things, such as my girlfriend and I are starting a ministry, and I get to work at a boutique because we're in Kansas now, and I just want to meet people. So Beachbody has been that vehicle that has opened a lot of doors for me into pursuing other things and other dreams that I've had even growing up as a little girl. So that's a little bit of my backstory, and Danielle's going to give a little bit of hers.
All right, I'm Danielle, and I signed up almost exactly a year ago. I think it was right around Halloween last year, maybe after Halloween, I don't know. But pretty much my story, like Kelsey was saying hers, where I was kind of in, like, I was 28, I was like, I'm not married, I don't have kids. I was like, now it's just time to go after what I enjoy in life. Like, I love working out, I loved nutrition, I loved helping people even before. But then, like, I kind of came to a point where I was like, okay, there's something, like, there's a puzzle piece missing in my story. And my coach Raven, her husband is the one that kind of put the idea in my head. And I remember I messaged her, and I just messaged her for Shakeology and the nutritional plan. I was like, I'm not going to do these workouts, blah, 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 blah. And she was like, well, you should be a coach. And I was like, I don't know about that. She was like, you pretty much are doing the exact same thing you're doing now. So I was like, I went for it. That is not common in the Beachbody world. Almost everyone who signs up as a coach doesn't just start out with, I mean, I had never even tried Shakeology before. And I signed up as a coach.
You were the opposite of me.
Oh, yeah, totally. And I remember the day I placed my order, I think it was a Monday night. That Wednesday morning, I sent Raven a text message, and I was like, I think I made a gigantic mistake. Like, I shouldn't have done this. Like, I'm trying to move out. I'm trying to find a new job. And she's like, just give it 6 months. She was like, let's see how your life changes in 6 months and how it helps. And she was like, you're going to love the shake. You're pretty much just getting a discount on that anyway. So I was like, okay, I will. So I started doing that. I was sharing my story, and then people started coming towards me, and then more people. And then I felt like, this is great. Like, I'm helping people. I'm doing what I love. So let's fast forward a year, but a couple months ago, Beachbody has given me the courage and the help to quit the job that I hated. And I'm not, like I said, Beachbody does not offer immediate success, and I'm not making what I did. But I know now that, like, it's given me that courage and helped me. And like, I've built a team. I have these people who put their trust in me to help them. And I don't know, it's pretty much just changed. Like Kelsey can say, like, it changed your life. Like, it makes that puzzle piece that you're missing, you're like, it's been right there the whole time. I don't know, it's just great. I love it.
And going back, I just want to hit on something you said before I get started. You said this is not an overnight success, and I'll dive into that. That's one of my points I have is this opportunity is real, you guys, and I hope you guys are able to see that at the end, after you watch the this webinar, that this opportunity is real. It's not fake. It's not a scam. But it does take work, and whatever your goals are, that's what us coaches are here to help you with. We want to help push you with whatever you want to accomplish, but we won't force you to do anything. So I just want to give you that kind of ease, because I know, which I'm going to dive into right now, is if you're considering the business, actually like working the business like I was, we all have preconceived ideas. We start stereotyping. You've heard of multi-level marketing companies, and you're like, pyramid scheme, which I was one of those people that just automatically said pyramid scheme. Right. Didn't even know what a pyramid scheme was, but everyone just called the multi-level marketing companies pyramid scheme. So I was like, that's a pyramid scheme. I don't think I'm going to do that. But I took the leap of faith, and I was kind of desperate in a way, because I was just searching for that community of women and kind of just wanted to keep my mind busy until I figured out what I wanted to do. And I took that leap of faith, and you guys, it's my life has been forever changed. And I kind of want to just go over a few things on what coaching is not. It's not about being a personal trainer or nutritionist. I know a lot of people sometimes too have this fear that they need to know it all. You guys, we have coaches that are doctors. We have coaches that are nutritionists. We have coaches that are personal trainers. But then too, we have coaches that are stay-at-home moms and people that work at boutiques like me, and whatever it may be. We don't necessarily need to have those certifications. You most definitely can, but they're not a necessity. All what coaches do is we just pay it forward. We hold people accountable, because the thing is, we already have programs and products that actually work. It's not that like we have to create our own products and programs. You know, our products are great. Our programs are amazing, and they get real results. So that's what we just do. We share, we pay it forward, we create challenge groups, which Danielle is going to talk more about. So
wait, can I do one thing real fast? Absolutely. What you're saying about the different coaches are, you also don't need to be a super fit in shape person to be a coach. Everyone thinks that I've had people come up to me, they're like, I'm just starting out on my own journey. That doesn't mean anything. Like, you don't have to be a size 2. You don't have to be able to run 3 miles. You don't have to even be in shape. Like Kelsey says sometimes, she said to me, she's like, you don't even have to really like fitness a lot. Like, you just have to want to help people.
So all my ladies out there that like wine and like some treats, I am the girl that if you see me doing a fitness competition, that will be rare, but I am like the bare minimum type of gal. I will do the bare minimum just to maintain. So like Danielle said, we don't even need to like fit. Yeah, so did you finish up? Sorry, Danielle, I cut you off.
No, I was done. My internet kind of cut out, but that's pretty much what I wanted to say. Like, we're talking about all these stereotypes. People think that they have to be like the perfect weight at their goal. I'm not at my goal. And let me tell you, there have been times where I've hit my goal, gained 10 pounds, hit my goal again, gain another 5 pounds. It's about balance. Like, if you are already doing the program, it's all about balance. And that is the same thing as coach. Like, we're not perfect all the time at all.
Exactly.
And I don't want people to think that they have, well, if I'm a coach, I have to be, we probably mess up more than you guys do.
We're real. It's about being real. People, and honestly, guys, people don't like perfection. Perfection's not relatable. No one's perfect, but we like progress, and we like admitting when we failed and we get back on track. It's real. We're being real. Also, coaching is not about pushing products and dragging people into this. We teach how to help those who want. We teach people how to help those who want to be helped. We pay it forward, like I keep talking about, and we meet people where they want to be met at. We don't push people. We don't force people into anything. And there's no pressure into selling anything. It's not like we have any quotas or whatnot. It's not like you're going to be excommunicated from the Beachbody world if you don't hit numbers. No, none of that. We have girls on our team that just signed up to be on our team just to feel that sense of community. So there's no pressure to sell. Also, there's no need to be calling people or hosting like at-home parties. I know that was one of my concerns because my mom did Mary Kay before, and she kind of had to have those like home parties. That's not what this is about at all. And Danielle is going to talk more about what we do as coaches and how we grow our businesses moving forward. And it's not about advertising, guys. It's honestly about sharing your story, who you are. If you notice, if you go on any of our Facebook pages, our coaches, the coaches that introduce themselves in the event page, you can scroll and you can just see them that they're sharing their journey. They're not posting stock photos saying, buy this challenge pack, doing that. We're just being honest and open. We're kind of treating Facebook as a blog because that's how we attract people. We are attracting like-minded people that have goals similar to ours too. And last is the big one, which I touched about, which I was at fault, is this is a pyramid scheme. Y'all, this is not a pyramid scheme by any means. And I will post that video in the event page so you guys can watch the video by Lindsay Matway, Danielle. But guys, this is not a pyramid scheme. If you look at it, yes, this is in the shape of a pyramid. You have the CEO, you have people under and everything. But the cool thing about most level marketing companies, especially like Beachbody, because Beachbody has not gotten in trouble by the Better Business Bureau, is say Danielle, it's me, Danielle signed up under me. Danielle has an opportunity to completely surpass me. In all reality, Danielle and I are at the same level right now, and she's a few people underneath me. So it doesn't matter. You can surpass the person you sign up for. That's all up to you, which is the coolest part about this. There's no ceiling. There's no glass ceiling. You don't hit a ceiling at any point. It's all up to you and what you want out of this and you pushing through that. Did you want to add anything about that, Danielle?
Pretty much like what you're saying is like, you don't have to, like, I know sometimes you think like, well, I can't go above my coach. Like, it makes you feel guilty a little bit, but at the same time, and it's like, okay, Kelsey is my mentor. Kelsey is above me. But me and her don't look at each other like that. Like, she is my friend. We are equals. She calls me for ideas. I call her for ideas. And that's what the best thing about this business is. Like, everyone helps anyone. I mean, I have a new coach that just signed up, and she is awesome. And she's already helping me with so many ideas for our next challenge group that I will talk about in just 2 seconds about what coaches do. And I'm like, oh my God, it's like when you bring new people in, it's like breath of fresh air, kind of. Because how much we all click together, everyone is so different, especially on our team. We are like a melting pot of people, and it's great. But everyone brings something different to the table, and it's just like, it helps you grow. We're all here to help each other grow. Like, it's not like, oh, that girl got diamond before me. It's a high five, girlfriend. Like, you're doing great. We're not the people that bring you down and make you feel like, oh, well, she's doing better than me, blah, blah, blah. Like,
it's not competition. It really is a community and just encouraging each other. Women empower women.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Women empower women.
Is what I like to say. So bottom line, y'all, if you should be a coach if you like helping people, if you want to better yourself, if you believe in the products and programs that we have to offer, because we use the products and programs, and you're just sharing your journey while using them and inspiring others to take control and accountability of their own life, not just physically, but also what I have found emotionally and spiritually, when you sign up as a coach, you'll see that we really preach personal development. And at first, when someone told me to read personal development, I was like, nothing is wrong with me. I'm fine. But I realized that I want to keep getting better, not just better as a Beachbody coach, but better in my relationships. I want to become a better wife, a better daughter, a better friend. I want to keep growing myself because to be honest, y'all, we're either growing or we're digressing. And to me, I don't know about you, I think we want to continue to grow, you know? And Danielle can even share a little bit about her story, how personal development has totally changed her life. Do you want to touch on that quickly, Danielle?
Yeah, I will. When I first signed up, and Kelsey always says she wishes she had a video chat from the first day we talked to where we are now. I was shy. I didn't speak for myself. I was that person that didn't speak up if I had an idea. I would be like, okay. I was lost. Like, I really was. Like, I always felt that I was better if I call myself, because I had a lot of, that's a whole different story, but I had a lot of anxiety and depression issues. And ever since starting, and I'm that person. It takes me a good 2 months to finish one personal development book, because I do the minimum 1 chapter a day, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. Just because I hate reading. It's not that I don't love what I'm reading, but just this stuff that it just has changed my whole outlook as a person. Where when I used to have a bad day, I would dwell on that bad day all day. All day I would dwell on it for no reason. It could be as little as someone ate something that was just that stupid. But now when I'm having a bad day, I sit back. I'm like, okay, what is bugging you? Is it really worth you laying in bed and moping and crying for 4 hours when you could be doing something in your life? Mm-hmm. And so it's I think I was explaining this to Kelsey the other day. I was like, when I'm in a bad mood or in a funk, I'm at the point in my life now where I can kind of sit back, breathe, think about it, and realize what is really bothering me. Where even 6 months ago, I couldn't do that. This summer, I had a meltdown, and I mean, it was a big meltdown. My mom was like, "Do I need to take you to the doctor?" Just meltdown. But where that would have lasted a week almost, I took a drive, blasted some NSYNC, and by the time I got home, I figured out everything. So I'm with Kelsey. I'm like, I don't need personal development. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm not crazy. I'm not an issue.
Yeah. So
to grow.
Yeah, coaching. This to me goes beyond just even coaching. This really does help you in life in general, and just certain things that I've learned being a coach and even growing a team. I carry that on to my other relationships and my other jobs that I do. So that's really awesome. And guys, we all have different stories. We all have different occupations. Some people on our team are nurses. We have a lot of nurses.
We do a lot of nurses.
Stay-at-home moms, wives, military wives. We all come from all over the country. We all wear different hats. So there really isn't a specific mold you have to fit. You just have to be passionate about wanting to help yourself and wanting to pay that forward. And if you really enjoy the Beachbody programs and products, it's kind of why not? Which is, I want Danielle to now talk about kind of what we do as coaches and talk about the different types of coaches.
Okay, so pretty much as coaches, yes, we are here. We do sell challenge packs, but that's kind of that's the outer layer, but there's so much more when you go in. So as coaches, you build relationships. You're helping people better their lives on more ways than one. I'm not just here to ask you, well, how are you losing weight? Are you sticking to the program? Do you need more of this? I'm asking these people who have built relationships how they are. How is life going? How are they physically? How are their kids? You're helping them on all aspects of their life. I have people that are I'm just in a really rough patch right now. I'm like, well, do you want to talk about it? Look, I'm here. I tell my challengers all the time, I am not here just to help you lose weight. I am here to help you and be a friend, be a shoulder to cry on. That is what we are as coaches. I don't want to say that we're just a fitness coach, because we do so much more than that. But some of the things that we physically do for the fitness aspect of it are, we will run challenge groups. As most of you are already, I'm losing my words. If most of you are already current customers, you've probably been in a challenge group. We, and you know how great they are. I love challenge groups. Everyone loves them. And we usually do this, I do a monthly. You do yours monthly pretty much too, don't you? Once a month. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't even have to be just a 21-day fixed challenge group. It can be a 30-day challenge group. It can be a 7-day free clean eating group. It can be a water group.
A personal development group.
Yes, you're good at those. I haven't been brave enough to do one of those yet. But it's like, we don't just want to help you on strictly like losing weight. Like last month, I ran a challenge group that was called Be Bold and Break the Mold. Like, I wanted people to not think that they had to be a size 2 to be pretty or beautiful in this world. Like, you need to learn. I want people to learn to love the body that they're in, and they're not doing this to lose weight as much, but to be healthy and just to be like, make better choices, putting more good in their body than what they have to put out. Gosh, what else do we do as coaches? We that pretty much covered we run challenge groups.
We run challenge group. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But these are the different types of coaches that we have. We have like the all-in coaches, and that's kind of what me and Kelsey are doing, where we are giving this our all. Like, we both have other jobs, but like, this is one of our incomes that we do on. We're building teams. Like, we have girls that are underneath of us, and girls that are underneath of us are building their own team, and we're just constantly growing. And it pretty much is basically what I said. It's all in. Like, you're giving this your all. Then there are hobby coaches, and hobby coaches are kind of like the fun, like, oh, I'm going to post about this and share my journey, but if I don't make a sale or do anything or even get any challenges for a couple months, it's not that big of a deal. I'm just doing this for fun. And hobby coaches are fun. Sometimes I take a break and I just become a hobby coach because everyone needs a break sometimes.
Yeah.
Then we have discount coaches, and discount coaches are big. I think I love discount coaches because it lets people start out, and then once they see how much they love it, it gives them that chance to like, okay, well, maybe I'll start doing this a little bit more. And then all of a sudden they've like built this empire. I'm like, look what you did. But pretty much a discount coach is exactly what the words are. It's a discount. You get a discount on your products, and you get a discount on your Shakeology. What else do you get for discount? I think that's it, right?
A lot, yeah. And the cool thing about what I've noticed is a lot of discount coaches just start out as discount coaches because they don't know they really still don't know. After they can watch so many of these webinars, but they still are just like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's one of those things, guys, that you have to start. You have to kind of take that leap of faith that I did. You can do all the research in the world, but until you kind of like start taking action, that's when you really will start being like, aha, I get it now. Which is why we see a lot of discount coaches turn into hobby coaches. Then they turn into all-in coaches, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, that was like kind of me. Like, at first I was like, oh, I'm just going to do this as a hobby. Like, I have my full-time job. I mean, I was a gym rat. Like, I wasn't even doing the Beachbody programs at first. Like, I think I said I signed up in October. I don't think I went all in with the Beachbody program until February. Mm-hmm. So, and that's when finally I was like, okay, let me give it a try. And that's when, like Kelsey says, it kind of just clicks for you. Like, you have that moment where I went from like maybe helping 1 or 2 people a month until I finally had that point where people were coming to me and like I was reaching out to people. And I literally went from a hobby coach to an all-in coach because, I mean, it was changing my life. Like, I could look at myself in the mirror and see the physical and mental and everything transformation. Like, it's not just fitness and health. Like, it's mental. Like, that sounds really bad to say mental health, but you know what I mean when I say
it. It's good. It is
personal growth. Like, I can't even recognize the person I was a year ago.
It's mind, body, and soul.
Yes, and it totally is. And it's so like, I tell people, and they look at me when I'm crazy when I say it. I'm like, oh my God, Beachbody saved my life. And they're like, oh, okay. I'm like, no, really? Like, not the products and like the workouts, but like being a part of something, like Kelsey said, like the community, like the girls, like we kind of were going to get to that next. But like, we just went to our Beachbody Summit in August, or end of July, August. And I mean, the only person I've ever met before was Kelsey and this girl, Kristen. And we were in a house of 13 people that I've hardly ever met before. And you would have thought that we all just hung out together like the last month. It was nothing. Like, you build these lasting friendships. Like, me and Kelsey, like, we hardly talk to her. Now I consider her like one of my best friends. Like, if something is drastic going on in my life, I'm like, okay, I need to talk to you. She needs help planning like something, and she's like, okay, I need to FaceTime you. Like, we go to each other for much more than just Beachbody health. And it's being a part of something special. And there's no other way to say it, but it is something special.
Exactly. And when you guys sign up as a coach on our team, it's not like you sign up and we're like, good luck with this. You sign up, you become a part of the family. We have trainings for you. We are with you every step of the way. Like I said, as your team starts to grow, I kind of give people like, at first, and now I'm like, you reach out to me when you want to have a conversation with me, but I am here for you every step of the way. We leave it in your court for you to reach out to us, because this is not like leave you like dry. No, we want to help you with whatever your goals may be, you know? And you guys, just think, this is like the beauty part about it, is like, what would even an extra $300 to $500 a month mean? To me, it meant so much. Just graduating college, not kind of knowing what to do. And to me, that meant so much, you know, and a little bit that helps extra, you know, and like Danielle and I were talking about earlier, how this does take time and does take patience, but the opportunity is there. To me, it's a very lucrative opportunity. It's just not an overnight success. But you wouldn't want it to be an overnight success, because that, my friend, would be a pyramid scheme. And this is not. And to be completely honest, I've struggled. It's been tough. You do a lot of grunt work as an all-in coach. You do a lot of grunt work, and you're constantly pushing through those walls. But you guys, that's just life in general. Like, life is not all rainbows and butterflies. But you know what I've learned through pushing those walls? Perseverance, patience. And every time I hit that obstacle, I take a step back and I say, okay, what can I learn from this? And now every time I hit an obstacle in life outside of coaching, I'm like, what can I learn from this? That's from reading personal development books. And I wouldn't have really understood what personal development was if it wasn't for coaching. So they really that. And we want to preach that to the women and the men on our team as well, because overall, guys, that changes your life. That changes everything. So I wanted to just touch on that too. And I quickly want to just talk about how you can get started as a coach. Guys, you have to think about this. To sign up as a coach is $39.95. You start your business for $39.95. That's like nothing. And then you have monthly payments of $15.95, which is hardly nothing anyways when you look at what you're getting. I mean, they handle all the returns and the shipments, and you have all this back office training, and you have like the oh my gosh, what's when you call?
Customer service.
The customer service, they handle everything. When you look, and you get your discount. So when you really think about it, it's not that much. But you know what I love, what this coach says? She's like, you have to treat this business, so if you want to be an all-in coach, and even a hobby coach, you have to treat this business as if you invested $100,000.
Yes.
If you envision yourself investing $100,000, I bet you would wake up determined every morning. I bet you would put your nose and just get down to it, and you would be efficient with your time. That's similar to this, which is what I have seen with coaches is it's easy to fall off, and you're like, oh, there's really no loss. But when the risk is high and the losses are high, you will work harder. So that's kind of what we've kind of preached, right, Danielle? Can
I add in something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't want to interrupt you. Like, and that's the thing too. Like, they're the people that are like, oh, I'm all in, and then I'm going to take a couple weeks off, and then I'm all in. Like, that's just going to hurt you more than anything. Like, if you want, like Kelsey said, you put an investment into this, and you need to think about it. So even if you're not on your A game, share your struggles. Like, let people know, like, we're real people. We are not, I mean, hello, I call myself the hot mess dog mom for a reason. The only reason my hair is straight is because I want to make a good impression for people. We are not, it's not glitz and glamour. It's not perfect all the time. We have struggles. Kelsey struggles. I struggle. I mean, there's days that we don't want to work out. We don't want to eat healthy, but we have to look at the same time like, okay, I invested this. I have people who have invested their time into me to help them. So you need to show up. It's like it is a job. You have to show up if you want to do it. And it's just, I don't know how else to word it. Like, we all fall off, but that doesn't mean that you just give up on your people. Like, you still have to share your struggle, be real with people.
No, I love that. And that goes back to, like, those are the all-in and somewhat hobby coaches. And two, guys, like I said, if you're a discount coach, we welcome you still with open arms. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, if you don't ever sell a challenge pack or ever sell anything, we still love you. We still invite you places and stuff. We still give you those opportunities to come on trips and everything. It doesn't matter. So we don't stereotype you or any of that. You are a coach, regardless if you're an all-in coach or a discount coach. So yeah, that's just, I think we covered most of everything. We didn't want to Completely.
I did forget one thing during my part. I was supposed to talk about how this is your business, which we did kind of talk about it. But like one thing is like you can look at everyone for guidance, but you need to run this business. It is your business. You need to run it for you. Like as much similarities as me and Kelsey have, we are so different and we run our businesses different. Like my life, if you guys go and look at my Facebook page, if you're on the event, you can go look at it. My life is my dogs, my working out, because like Kelsey said, you don't have to like fitness. I love fitness. Like working out is the easy part for me. I have to cough. I'm really sorry. Working out is the easy part for me. So I post a lot of fitness stuff. I post about my dogs. I post about food that I cook. But then if you look at Kelsey's page is completely different. So we're not all cut from the same mold. Like everyone is so different and it works for them. So you can't like just copy paste from other people. Like you need to find how do you say the word? Your niche? That's the right word? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that is what will make you be that. I think that's what makes the good coaches from the bad coaches when you're yourself. Like people
that's what drew me into this business is I could be unapologetically myself. Like I didn't have to act like somebody I wasn't. I am completely honest. I am open. What you see is what you get. And that's what I love about it. So you come on our team. We want you to embrace your uniqueness. You know, we don't want you to become a coach like me. I don't want you to become a coach like Danielle. I want you to become a coach like you. What you're passionate about, you do. Yeah. You do that. And you attract like-minded people that also are passionate about that. And that's what the cool thing about this, you guys, is we're all so different. So different. Mm-hmm. We get to come together and have so much in common at the same time.
And you kind of see that, like, if you look at, like, the teams that everyone built. Like, if you look, and this is just, like, it's, okay, I'm going to be honest here. If you look at some of the Soul Beauty pictures, you will see a lot of blonde hair girls, and there's nothing wrong with that. But as me and Becky say, there are brunettes that do this too. But you have to see, it's kind of funny, and I find it, because I look at the team, like, who people bring in. Like, Kelsey, why am I saying her name wrong? Kelsey is my coach, but I am, like, 2 coaches under her. So the team that is built me on is, like, a whole different breed of women. The people that I bring in don't necessarily match up to the team that Kelsey brings in, but at the same time, we all have that one likeness that we want to help people, we want to help ourselves, and that's what brings us together. But we're all different. Like I said earlier, we are a melting pot of people, and it just makes a beautiful stew or pot or cheese, whatever you want to say.
Oh my God, look at you becoming all poetic.
I know, look at me.
Danielle, this is not the Danielle I met a year ago, by the way. Seriously, I wish I recorded our first call with Raven, because you guys would be like, holy cow, transformation, sign me up now.
It really is. It's a transformation. Like, okay, like I tell people all the time, some people have like a dramatic, I lost 60 pounds using beach bike. I don't have that. Like I couldn't even, like, I think I'm a little bit, I think I'm heavier now than I was when I first signed up. Not that I'm saying I'm like ginormously heavy. My transformation, yeah, I'm healthier. Like I'm eating to fuel my body. I'm not eating a certain amount of calories to make sure that I don't gain weight. I'm not obsessed with it. Yeah, it was awful. Like you guys sign up. I will share my story one day. I'm not going to go all.
That's the little incentive to sign up.
Yeah. Want to learn more? Join us. Anyways, I was unhealthy. I was a very fit, but unhealthy mentally, physically. Like, I mean, I legit counted if I had 3 chips and tracked it in my phone. Who lived my life was sitting there like this, figuring out, okay, well, what can I eat this? Or, okay, well, I can take this away to eat. It was exhausting. So like my transformation was such more on the inside. And Kelsey can vouch for that because she's been with me since day one of this transformation. And that's what the best part about it is. Like it helps you, like we said earlier, it's just so much more. Like I don't even recognize the person I look at when I was a year ago. Like, I'm like, that girl was sad all the time. That girl cried almost every single night. She was depressed. She was on the verge of going back to go on anxiety medication. And now life is wonderful. Like, I'm happy. I can brush things off. Like, the only time I cry is when I watch Grey's Anatomy. Like, come on.
Who doesn't cry when they watch Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys, thank you so much for listening. And like I said, if you are watching this, someone really thinks you would be an amazing coach and you love this opportunity. And 2, there's really nothing to lose. If you join another team and you you've come to this point where you're like, I don't think this is for me. Guys, that's completely fine. We're not going to hate you for that. But it's one of those things that, like Ashley told me, it's like, what do you have to lose? Nothing, and here I am 2 years later. Here Danielle is a year later. So we're excited. We're hoping to welcome you to our team. If you have any questions whatsoever, please post them in the event page. Or if you just got to this link, please reach out to the person who invited you to this webinar and talk to them about it. But I know I cannot wait to see some new faces on our team.
I know. And like what I can say real fast about Kelsey said what you have to lose. Like she asked me a couple months ago and I did a what if coaching call. She was like, if you could tell potential people who wanted to sign up one thing, what would you tell them? And I, to this day, will still stand by those words. I say, go for it. You have any little bit that, I think this is something that I might want to do, but I'm not sure, go for it. Like Kelsey said, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain, honestly. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Pinterest quote.
What?
I was like, Pinterest quote.
Oh, see, no, I didn't even get that from Pinterest. I know it's probably on there, but it's in my head.
I'm just joking. It's just because it's just a common quote, but
yeah. But I mean, it's the truth. You have nothing to lose.
It's such a common quote, but it does have a lot of value. So yeah, guys. But we hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. And like I said, never hesitate to reach out about any questions. And hopefully, we'll welcome you to the team. Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.